You know, there was a point in the story where they could have just been like, you know what? Nope. Nah, I'm good. But Yaz, being the police, she wanted more. Her curiosity had gotten the best of her. She wanted more adventure. Hello, Governor. This is Rakai Steve, new from the Ville. Now I'm going to be talking about that undeniable, often mischievous little voice inside of us that whispers, what if? What's that over there? What happens if I just... You guessed it. We're talking about curiosity. Curiosity can push us forward, inspire discovery, and unveil wonders. However, you all know the old saying that curiosity kills, blah, blah, blah. But because that same wonderful drive can put us into danger, lead us down dark alleys, and sometimes get us truly and brilliantly killed. It's a double-edged sword, right? How do you navigate that thrilling yet perilous human impulse? I'm going to be talking about Doctor Who, Season 11, Episode 1, The Woman Who Fell to Earth. From the moment that the Doctor literally falls into Yaz, Ryan, and Graham's lives, their worlds are thrown into a mystery driven completely by curiosity. But that's going to lead them straight into alien danger. I mean, how could it not? We're talking about the Doctor. Now I'm going to talk about how this episode showcases curiosity as both a catalyst for adventure and the direct path to peril. Now get ready to rethink your own curiosity, understand its powerful duality, and learn how to follow that inquisitive spark without landing yourself in mortal danger. Let me tell you a little story. Now, anyone who knows me knows that I don't do horror movies. I just don't see the need to scare the hell out of myself when life itself is scary enough. I've been in enough situations in life that were scary and been around some truly horrifying people that I don't need to see when the monster of the week does it. It doesn't do it for me. But like I talked about in the intro, have you ever had those situations where curiosity got the best of you? Where you heard a little squeak in the other room? Now, tell the truth. Were you curious? Did you want to go in there and check it out? Because I don't know about you, but me? Absolutely not. It needs to chest. I don't check out shit. I'm not that curious. I'm inquisitive. I want to be informed, make educated guesses, but that whole curiosity shit does not have me. And I think I speak as a representative, as a delegate for the Black nation. Yeah, a large majority of us are not that inquisitive, not that curious either. Nope, I'm gonna let you go check it out. I'm gonna let you holler. And really, if you holler, or if you don't, I'm probably still out, knees to chest. Best believe. But is that the best way to be? I mean, honestly, is that the best way to be? Curiosity is what fuels invention. And those who are curious are the things that are propelling us into the next century. We used to be curious. We have a long history of Black inventors, scientists, philosophers, and those who were extremely curious. Maybe one of the reasons that curiosity is not with us anymore the way that it was is because when they said curiosity kills, it was usually us being killed, either for the curiosity or so that no one can tell that we're the one who invented or created something to cover it up. so it could be stolen. Let's get into it. Dilemna. This is Rakai Steed, Newfoundlandville, and we're here to talk about Doctor Who, Season 11, Episode 1, The Woman Who Fell to Earth. Now, if you've been rocking with me for a while, you already know how this goes. I'm trying to do something new, give me a little bit different something in the beginning, giving you something different after we get to this point. Drop me a comment. Let me know if this is working for you, if you really like the way I used to do it. What do you like about this? What do you not like? And then by all means, if you have not so far, if you have not hit the like button, if you've not shared it, because you need to share it with everybody. But if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Now, before we get started, you know that I like my quotes. And I have 4. Yes, I know, that's a lot. However you see that they fit for today. And that's what we're gonna do. Now, the first 3 are from Albert Einstein. That's right, him, old blowout hair. And he says, imagination is more important than knowledge. Knowledge is limited. Imagination circles the world. Now, because I feel that these are very appropriate to the plot and premise of this particular episode, that's why I'm using more than one quote. He also says, everybody is a genius. But if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its entire life thinking it is stupid. The next one is, 2 things are infinite: the universe and human stupidity. And I'm not sure about the universe. The last quote is by Oscar Wilde. And he says, a little sincerity is a dangerous thing, and a great deal of it is absolutely fatal. All right, in the very first scene of this, hold on, let me back up. So we see the Doctor regenerate. We are done officially with the Peter Capaldi era, and we have jumped over to the 13th Doctor, the Jodie Whittaker era. We also see in this regeneration that Jodie Whittaker's 13th Doctor falls out of the TARDIS because she regenerated on the TARDIS, made the TARDIS go bonkers, and she fell out of the door, high in the air. Yeah, that's gonna hurt. So we're introduced to Ryan, and Ryan has a condition called dyslexia, I think, which means that he is severely uncoordinated. So it's an actual condition, just the same as like dyslexia, where someone can see the words on the paper, but they read them backwards. They don't line up in order, in sense, in their brain. So for whatever reason, Ryan has dyslexia. Is that what it's called? Dyspraxia. He's dyspraxic. I had to look it up. Dyspraxic. His grandmother and her new husband are trying to teach him to ride a bike after all these years. He's 19 years old, doesn't know how to ride a bike. It's not his fault though. He has dyspraxia. But he takes a bad fall after a few feet and he gets upset and throws his bike off a damn cliff. Like little child behavior. He goes to retrieve it and he sees this blue mushroom. It looks like the Smurf's about to jump out this mom. He calls the police. The police send this young police lady there who's wanted something different. She'd been stuck on traffic duty. She's sick of it. Turns out her name is Yasmin Khan, and when she gets there, she notices her and Ryan were classmates. They were in elementary school together. Now, it just so happens that at this particular time, they're investigating this pod, and Ryan gets a call from his nan, his grandmother. They're being attacked on the train. So his nan and her name is Grace, and Graham, her husband. So Yaz and Ryan take off to go meet up with Nan on the train. You know, the thing is that when we met Ryan, he was looking for his bicycle. And somehow, with his dyspraxic ass, he threw his bike and it was stuck up high in a tree, but he really didn't have a way to get up there and get it. And that's when, just simple curiosity, he saw the glowing lights and saw the little mushroom blue orb in the woods. Now, Ryan and Yaz get on the train, and they get there to kind of protect Grace and Graham. And the orb that's attacking them grows these like tentacles, these little tendrils things, and it just so happens that the doctor, at that moment, right before it looks like it's about to attack him, the doctor falls through the ceiling, and it shoots this little thing at him and gives him like these little DNA bombs. Now the group is looking for the orb. The doctor, you know, that post-regeneration, the doctor has a little bit of amnesia, can really not really remember who she is. So they get to a warehouse. They find out that the dude, some rich dude, got the pod. He thinks it's responsible for his sister missing. But then an alien pops out of the pod, kills the dude. The doctor, you know, makes some assumptions, and they end up going to a construction yard to hunt down this alien hunter. This is very Predator-ish. Has a lot of shades of Predator. I don't know if that's on purpose, but it feels like that in a way. Just a very kind of cheesy, generic version of Predator. The doctor finds out that the alien hunter's name is Zim Shah, and the doctor keeps calling him Tim Shaw, which, what a perfectly wonderful, normal name. But Zim Shah is part of an alien race called the Stenza, and they are hunters by nature. Again, very Predator, the Yautja. Now he has this gauntlet that has these, that he projected these, he has these coils on it, and the doctor is able to, when she was in the warehouse, she took some of the things around the warehouse and refashioned it into a new sort of sonic screwdriver. It looks very alien, it's very weird looking. But she took the DNA bombs out of everyone and put them back in the little coil, and when she threw it to Sim Shah, it made him blow up. So he didn't kill himself, but it also caused Grace to fall to her death from the crane. This did quite the number on Ryan, who's 19 and has been taking care of his grand his whole life. Graham, who's been married to her for 3 years, but is in love with this woman. And Yaz, who was there, but this is her childhood friend who's now devastated. She was on the scene when it happened. You know, there was a point in the story where they could have just been like, you know what? Nope, nah, I'm good. But Yaz, being the police, she wanted more. Her curiosity had gotten the best of her. She wanted more adventure. She got tired of being the one who was always called to traffic jams and just simple stuff as a police officer. She wanted to prove herself. So she wanted to go and investigate this missing person. And she delved them deeper into danger, even though it was fueled by her curiosity. She never even considered the danger. And because she's the police, or, you know, fresh out of academy, she's like, I can handle it. The thing is, what no one took into account is that it's a chain reaction. Each step that each one of these characters took towards being curious led them further into danger. And when you pursue the unknown, no matter how well-intentioned you are, it can lead ordinary people into extraordinary and terrifying threats. Sometimes there are immediate consequences for your inquisitiveness. Now, I would never tell anybody to not be inquisitive. You should be curious, and in my experience, to a point. And those that are willing to cross that threshold can be propelled into greatness or into absolute danger, maybe even death. Again, that's one of those things that's a question you have to ask for yourself. What is your line that you're willing to cross? What is the hill that you're willing to die on? What is the threshold that you're willing to go past to satiate your curiosity? Leave me a comment and let me know. This is Rakai Steed, new from the Ville. Make sure that you share this as much as possible. Like it. Leave me some comments, not only on the whole process in this new format, but what did you think about this episode? We're in the new era, the 13th Doctor, the Jodie Whittaker era. What did you think of her? What did you think of this particular episode? What did you think about your own curiosity? And if for some reason you're not subscribed, I get it. It's okay. Hit the button, subscribe, and then watch all the videos, because there may be something that resonates with you. Remember, at the end of the day, we use this, but it's even more important, we use this.